Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean and I'm back with another video. And normally I don't do these type of videos, but I just have to talk about it because, I've had a couple run-ins with my friends, my aunt, my mom. Everybody is telling me pretty much, not to take the vaccine, and just so you know, I've already got my first shot already, and I got something set up for the second one. But I just want to get into it because pretty much I think everybody has been misinformed about the actual vaccines, and I just want to clarify some stuff. So pretty much I just want to start off with the reason why you should take the vaccines. My reason why you should actually take the vaccines is because, one, we're trying to get back to normal. Pretty much everybody always be complaining about, hey, there's no job, I'm tired of being locked down, I'm tired of wearing a mask. If you're tired of doing all of these stuff, why don't you do something that could actually help get us back to normal? Why are you fighting against, the very thing that you actually want? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm just trying to understand, but to their point, they're saying actually that they feel like the vaccine is rigged or something. Like they probably put microchips in there. They're probably trying to kill off the black community or minority on a hold. I'm just trying to understand their point of where they're coming from, even though they probably have some reason to think that, but I still think that it's not correct. I just feel like, people are actually trying to help with creating the vaccine so we can get back to some form of normalcy. And I don't think, it's something that we should actually fight against. So yeah, another point. I just want to talk about that thing that they say actually about killing off the black community or killing off minority people on a hold. They're pretty much trying to say it's some white supremacy thing going on here, which actually I don't agree with that. Again, it doesn't make sense because when I actually was doing my shot, there was everybody in the line, Asians, black people, white people, Chinese people, Japanese people, Korean people, everybody, Indian people, every race actually was in the line. And if I wasn't mistaken, but I pretty much saw everybody, millions of cars. So another thing, before you get the vaccine, you were told that maybe you can have some, some side effects, maybe you get a headache, maybe you get joint pain, stuff like that, which is understood, because you're getting something new into your body, and, your body's just going to react to it the way it reacts to it. Some people are going to have it worse than some people are not going to have it as bad, because pretty much when I got it, I didn't have any reactions, no nothing. It's just a shock to me. Like, it didn't make me sick. I didn't feel like I was about to die. I don't feel nothing. I just feel normal. However, other people that has taken, I actually took the PFizer. I've known people that took the Moderna and they got really sick, well, that's what they say, really sick. Their headache was 10 times worse. They had body aches and stuff. But then after a couple of days, they got better, and they're good right now, saying, hey, I felt good, so everything that they're actually saying about it is expected as far as the side effects and stuff like that. So it's not like they're trying to lie to you about it. I just want to talk about one thing, pretty much with the Johnson & Johnson. So as much as it has bad publicity on it, I just want to explain that as well. For the Johnson & Johnson, there were millions of people that got the Johnson & Johnson. They say out of the million, only 6 people actually got the blood clot, and 1 actually died from it. The other one, they have 1 that is in critical condition because of it. Trust me, in everything that we actually created, there are going to be side effects and bad stuff happening. Like, nothing is perfect. I just want to say nothing is perfect. It doesn't matter, even if you go back 50 years when they created like the measles vaccines or rabies vaccine, all of this stuff, all of these stuff still have side effects, even when they take, the 10 years that they're saying a vaccine should take. Oh, why this one took a year, and the other ones take 5-10 years to create? Because as I was saying to my friend, technology is so advanced right now. It's easy to explain that. 50 years ago, the technology is not as good as now, Like 50 years ago, everything was pretty much outdated. This is pretty much the new era. We're in 2021 right now. Yeah, the vaccine was created last year, 2020, but, not a big difference from, it's just a year. But what I'm saying, like, the technology is more advanced right now. So, I think that's how they were able to come up with the vaccines in pretty much a year and something, because also the government, the federal government was funding this, Normally a vaccine, they don't have the scientists, they don't have the cachet to, pull off an event like that, back in the days, because they didn't have the funding to do it, but pretty much, the Federal Reserve kicked in and, helped them, give them that leverage that they needed. So, that's easily understandable how they were able to create this that fast, So pretty much what I'm just trying to say, don't try to fight something that, you actually want to happen, because you want the actual, you want the actual world to go back to the way it was, so it's pretty much, you just need to do your part, to see the success, of this vaccine rollout and, everybody getting vaccinated. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, it's like they're saying, look, pretty much if you took the vaccines, why do you need to wear a mask? Just listen to the question. If you took the vaccine, why would you still wear a mask? You would still wear a mask because, even though whenever the virus, if you do have the virus and because you have the vaccine, it doesn't affect you, you could still have the virus and transmit it or transfer it to someone else that maybe they are more vulnerable. They haven't got their vaccines yet. So pretty much that's the reason why people are saying still wear your mask. Just still wear your mask until we had that herd immunity, of about 80% of everybody that, pretty much getting vaccinated, There's also the study that they say pretty much in America there's about, 120 something million people that has already got the first vaccine, and 81 million, already got both their doses, and pretty much they say about out of that 81 million that had, fully been vaccinated, only 6,000 had got the coronavirus again. A huge percentage of that, I think it was about 90% of that, the people that actually got both vaccines, they didn't see any, they didn't really get any symptoms, no nothing, nothing happened. It was just like it actually worked. And then they say a small percentage of people got back into critical condition and stuff like that. So judging by the calculation of that, I think the vaccines work. So I don't understand all of these conspiracy about, the vaccine being the mark of the beast. They're trying to put trackers in the vaccines. I'm just saying, if you could take a flu shot, what is the difference from a flu shot vaccine? Because the pretty much just a higher version of what, these other diseases are, stuff like that. So, no, these other viruses are, sorry. So I don't understand, what is the difference? Pretty much a lot of people take their flu shots every year, You know, you even have people saying they don't want to take the flu shots every year because they don't understand the reason, you know, like why they should take it again and stuff like that, you know. So I just want to urge people to just go ahead, you know, and get vaccinated. You know, I just feel like there's a lot of misinformation going around, and it's going to cost a lot of people their lives. You know, it already killed more than 500,000 people in America, where I'm living at right now. If we want to see this go up to 3 million people, you know, mostly, like, if you're trying to say pretty much the white man is trying to get rid of black people again, or get rid of the minority community again, you're actually helping them. So if you actually don't take it, you're pretty much helping them, because the virus is just gonna do its thing and more people are gonna die. So however you look on it, you know, you're still gonna die. Why not take something, you know, with an understanding, you know, thought process that it could actually help the world get back to normal? You know, like, I'm just saying, like, if you're thinking they're trying to kill us again, don't let the virus kill us. Like, something is created to mitigate or to stop so many people from dying. You know, just do your part, help out. You know, like, you know, you don't need to be standoffish to it. You know, just do your part. You know, nobody's forcing anyone. I'm just saying it's gonna make your life even way more difficult, because think about it. Like, for instance, if you travel a lot, every country you go in, you're gonna have to go at least 18 days earlier, or at least 10 days earlier, because some countries, they allow you to quarantine for 7 days without a vaccine, and some country, you know, it's mandatory to quarantine for 14 days without the vaccine. So anything you're doing, you're pretty much gonna have to spend even way more money. And if you're just going somewhere for 2 or 3 days, you know, you don't want to go 14 days prior or 7 days prior to, you know, to do what you need to do. Like, you're only gonna make this life even way more difficult for yourself. So, you know, just think about what you're actually doing. You know, does it make sense for you and your family? Does it make sense for your lifestyle? Does it make sense for you to say no to this and, you know, like, give yourself a hard time? Like, just think about it. Like, does it even make sense what you're actually doing? You know, I just think that, from my opinion, I just think that the vaccine is created to bring some normalcy back. That's what I think, and that's why I'm taking it, because it's also the right thing to do. And, you know, if you want to be around to have a family and take care of your family, you know, I think it's the right thing to do. You know, every previous vaccine that has been created, they all have side effects. They all have problems. So even the ones that are created, you know, they say for 10 years they researched it, they all come back and they still give people issues to this day. So when people are, vaccine is done too fast, and I don't understand why, you know, they did it so fast. It's because of technology. We're in the future right now. There's self-driving cars, you know, there's drones, you know, like satellites. There's different stuff in space right now. Like, we can see, that's the reason why we know Pluto is just a ball of ice and it's not really a planet. You know, because guess what? 50 years ago, when, you know, when they were saying Pluto is the ninth planet, you know, fast forward today, they figured out it's not a planet, it's a ball of ice. And now they want to erase it from, you know, the history books, even when we already teach all our kids about this. So think about it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we trying to accomplish with this? You know, so we can accept now that Pluto is not a planet, but we because we have greater technology now to zoom in and study this ball of ice and find out it's not really a planet. And we accept that now, even though some people still haven't accepted it because of, you know, they grew up loving this, that Pluto is a ninth planet. But what are we trying to accomplish? Like, if we could even accept that Pluto is not a planet anymore, what's so hard to understand that they took a year to create a vaccine? Like, you know, it's technology, baby. Like, you should be happy for that we can create something so fast. Like, if there's another, you know, epidemic or a catastrophe, you know, anything that is as big as this, you know, just think about it. Like, we should be happy that technology has actually come this far, where we can push out a vaccine in a year. Why are we fighting against that? I don't get it. What, we still want to take 10 years? You know, 10 years down the line, how many people would actually die? Think about it. How many people you think would actually die 10 years from now if they took 10 years to make the vaccine? 10 million? Maybe 20? You know, what are we doing here, man? Like, it's working, bro. The vaccines are working. You know, it's not perfect. Nobody said nothing is going to be perfect, but it's working. We need something, you know. We need something. And, you know, if we're getting something right now, I just think that we should hold on to it and, you know, get it out to everybody. You know, like, there's many people, like, you know, the politicians would say, you know, there's many people right now at the kitchen table that, you know, one person is missing, you know what I'm saying? Because of the virus. So what are we talking about here? Like, you know, it's either we're going to do the right thing, or, you know, we're just going to continue fight against the very thing that could help us, you know, and we're just not going to be able to open fully and get back to some form of normalcy in life. Like, it's just, right now, I just leave it up to you, you know, like, what do you think? You think, if you think it's, you know, a trick, something to kill people, or it's the mark of the beast, or it's something, it's a chip to find out where you are, and, you know, like, you could keep thinking that, but, you know, I just hope that that's the right decision you're making for your family and yourself, because, you know, maybe you're the actual breadwinner of your family, and if you should go, you know, you would leave sufferation behind because, you know, you were just being stubborn. So that's all I had to say. And if you haven't already, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe down below. Your boy's new, and the help for the likes and subscription, it helps a lot. Thank you.